Hello, you lovely lot. How are we all doing? I hope you're doing well as always. I am back with a new video, which is an unboxing video and a review, because I'm going to review the product itself, and that is the latest in the Doctor Who Steelbook line, animation line as well, with the brand new released, just came out today. Well, some people got theirs early. Unfortunately, mine was not, because it was attached to the wrong card. It was an old, outdated card. I don't know why it was still on that. I don't know when who knows these things. But anyway, it is the latest animation. It is a William Hartnell story to celebrate the 60th anniversary, even though it came out in 2024. That's close enough. But it is the Celestial Toymaker. There it is, the brand new animation. There we are. It's been a while since the Galaxy 4 animation, which was the last of the William Hartnell animations. We really haven't had that many in the William Hartnell line, so it's very nice that we have got this to add to the collection. The Celestial Toymaker is one of the most iconic villains in the Doctor Who fandom, especially with classic fans, even though this episode has been lost for years, and we've only had the surviving episode 4. I've never actually watched... no, wait, I have watched. It's been a long time since I watched the reconstruction of the other 3 parts. But yeah, it's very nice to have this on physical media, newly animated, as I am more of a visual person, and the animations help me engage with the story a lot better. That's for me personally. I don't know if it's for every Doctor Who fan out there, but I would rather take an animation over photo reconstruction any day personally. But yeah, very glad to have this in the collection. The Celestial Toymaker sees the Doctor and his companions separated when they come up against the Toymaker. While the Doctor plays game, Stephen and Dodo are forced to play their own seemingly childish but ultimately dangerous games with the aim of being reunited and getting back to the TARDIS. Who will be the first to make a false move in this battle of wits, and will the TARDIS ever escape the Toymaker's snare? Fans of Doctor Who have long lamented the loss of this original 1966 master recording of all except one of the Celestial Toymaker. All episodes have been animated in both colour and black and white using the original off-air audio recordings. That's the blurb on the back, and this includes special features wise. Like I said, episodes 1 to 4 animated in black and white, episodes 1 to 4 animated in colour, restored surviving original episode 4, so that must be a new transfer. Photographic reconstructions of episode 1, 2 and 3, audio commentaries, a photo gallery, escape room, team First Doctor, so I'm assuming that is some sort of featurette of some kind. Maybe tell me in the booklet. We'll have a look at that when we open it up. The making of the animation featurette, Sylvester McCoy introduction, Carmen Sylvia interview, audio only, PDF files. So yeah, aspect ratio is 1080-16 by 9. The feature length is 92 minutes. It's a 2-disc edition. Subtitles in English and audio navigation as always. And this is rated PG, so make sure you get your parents' permission to watch this. Parental guidance is needed. Did you hear those screams outside? I fucking hate living next to this road. Well, without any further ado, shall we open this bad boy up? Because I've been dying to get my hands on this release for a little while now. So, there we go. We are opened and we are in. So, if we remove the J card, so get a better look at the front there. So, you've got the Celestial Toymaker overlooking the TARDIS on the grand stage. And on the back, we've got the pyramid game that is being played between the Celestial Toymaker and the Doctor. The iconic robot from all the stills. I do love these colours on here, right? I do love it. The very circus-esque theme we've got going on. It's very nice. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of that, actually. I mean, the Celestial Toymaker does look a bit sus, doesn't he? He's like, I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, I must say, big fan of the back. Really like that. And obviously, the spine there with the new 60th anniversary logo. Very nice. So if we open it up, this is going to be my first view. Sorry. You know, we were talking about sinister looks. That's even more sinister. That's really funny. Oh dear. So if we quickly look through the Now this is a strange looking animation. Okay. Right, from these stills. The Doctor Who Collection Escape Room. The team first Doctor, Emily Cook hosts actors Maureen O'Brien, Peter Purvis, and Lisa Bartleman experience at a Doctor Who themed escape room. So that's what that is. Interesting. Oh, you've also got Doctor Who, the William Hartnell years from the VHS videotapes. Sylvester McCoy introduces to the final test record the BBC Enterprise exhibition store in Aachen on the 12th of February 1991. Fair enough. So yeah, nothing too really much to tell you about there. But yeah, that's the booklet. I don't think this is going to be the standard animation that we have seen before. I'm a little bit curious about this. Yeah. Oh, I do like the back. I do like the back though. I will show you that in a sec once I get these discs out. So here we are. Both discs are exactly the same right there, with that very interesting choice there. But I do like the background. I think the picture on Amazon was a lot better, but yeah, it's a very interesting, unique inside there. No Doctor to be seen anywhere, which is quite nice, but I like the spread there. That's quite nice. Whereas the inside is also very interesting. I'm glad it's different art all the way through. That's a bit of a nice touch. It's still the same price as all the other steelbooks at £30. Yeah, so it's nice to have different art all the way through. But yeah, no, very interesting. Thought there was a scratch on it. It was just a hair. Yeah, it's quite a unique little steelbook compared to the rest of them. So that being said, we've done the unboxing. I'll go whack it in the player. I'll give it a watch, and I'll come back to you and give you a review on the animation and the episode itself. So stay right there, you lovely people. So, I am back, and I've just finished watching the Celestial Toymaker in animation for the first time. And I must say, it was an interesting watch. We'll talk about the animation itself. So, everything else normally is a 2D animation. So, the Underwater Menace was the last animation we got, and that's a 2D animation. Galaxy of War was a 2D animation with 3D elements. There were always 3D elements in there. But this was a full 3D animated episode, in line with something more of the Web of Fear Part 3. And I must say it was an interesting choice, to say the least. There are positives and negatives to this, I will admit. We'll start with the positive. The positives, like the settings and the background look really cool. Like, they look very interesting. They look like, as obviously the Celestial Toymaker is an immortal and eternal being, a godlike, powerful being, and creates his own universe, which is what we see in the story. This whole world is his, and the scale that they do looks really, really good. Like, it's a lot more creative, obviously, with the budget limitations of the episode. There's only so much you can do, whereas this puts it on a much grander scale and really does cement the power of the Celestial Toymaker, which I really enjoy. Example of, like, making him huge compared to our characters, and like the final game, obviously you'll see, as that's the only surviving episode, you'll see that that's just the studio room with the TARDIS and with one small screen, whereas in this they make the robot, which right here, which has the screen, they make a giant version of it as the backdrop in this big void of a room with the game, and it gives it so much more of a also conceptual feeling to the episode. Everything's more of a concept than anything else, which I really, really liked about it. Yeah, really good. Some of the characters are, yeah, just the rooms, like the robot, also look really good. Yeah, and then some of the ideas. What I am going to say, my dislike with the 3D animation is the character models. The only positive one I can think of is the Celestial Toymaker. He actually looks quite decent, whereas compared to, as in the booklet, he looks, and on the disc, he looks rather creepy. But actually, in the episode, I thought he looked pretty good, surprisingly, for a character. Obviously, not a fair similarity, but not like obviously to the T. Obviously, they have very restricted budgets when they do these sorts of animations. But um, Dodo, Steven, and the Doctor look. They don't look that good. They really do not look amazing. Especially Steven. Steven and the Doctor look like wooden puppets and like that sort of old Punch and Judy sort of style, and it really just kind of threw me off a bit. Like, I just know, like, I know a lot of people complain about Hartnell in the previous animations. This is the version he has looked the least like him, which is kind of wild to say. But yeah, no. Overall, I don't like the design of the characters. There are some really cool characters, like the Heart of Cards as well, and Cyril looks okay. But overall, I'm not too keen on the characters. I think I do prefer the 2D-esque style animation of the characters, because in some ways they were able to match up the sounds a lot better, like the syncing of sounds and movement in a 3D animation. But the characters do not look amazing, and like it was a kind of similar same in the Web of Fear. And if this is going forward, then I think they should definitely give over a bit more budget to help try and get the proportions correct, because yeah, the proportions are kind of crazy on the characters. But yeah, so I'm a bit hit and miss with the animation. I don't know if I would prefer well, obviously if it was this or nothing, I would obviously prefer this. It was great to see like a visual style. It was very trippy. It's very acid trip like in this, which I quite enjoyed. Actually, I quite enjoyed this. So we'll talk about the story now. The overall story I really enjoyed. This is might be it's actually kind of shot up quite high in my Hartnell rankings, because compared to everything else, obviously you see your aliens and you get your historicals, but this, I can see why this has stood the test of time. It's such a different episode, whereas like most monsters we see are either human-esque or like humanoids with like the historical, like obviously historical enemies, or like the Daleks are like for an alien, but that's more like, it's based on a Nazi, so it's a very human trait. Whereas this is very stand out, like it's like, because it's supposed to be an educational show and teach you something. Like what this was trying to teach you, I don't know. It's wild, isn't it? It's like it's so stand out, and yeah, I can see why a lot of people have this in high regard, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the story, the music throughout, like here and there, I think was really good. Um, the different toy characters were also very interesting. Uh, Stephen and Dodo were really good in this. The Celestial Toymaker is a standout. He's a great performance. Hartnell doesn't speak for a lot of this, but this is obviously for people who know. William Hartnell was going through a lot of health issues at the time, and he was kind of sidelined in a lot of his episodes. So yeah, he doesn't speak for a good portion of it. But in the first and the last episode, he does speak, and great performance still. I think it works. I think he has like one mistake, like in his dialogue. But yeah, no, really enjoyed this episode. I really did enjoy this episode. So obviously compare it to the last one, Galaxy 4, where not too much happens, whereas this, I think a lot happens, and yeah, I really did enjoy this, and obviously it leads quite nicely into the gunfighters with the hard candy at the end. I would really recommend this episode. The Blu-ray transfer was also very nice as well. Yeah, good wild episode. Good performances. The animation. So I'd like, if you have bought this, let me know in the comments below what you think of the animation, because I'd like to hear a few more opinions on the animation itself. But yeah, if we're going in 3D models, I would say a little bit more money so we can try and get those proportions down a bit better. But at the same time, it was only a few moments here and there where I thought to myself, I can't take it seriously. But overall, I would always take a 3D animation over having no episodes, and it fills another space on the shelf. And yeah, but overall, I'm very happy with the Steelbook. I really do like the Steelbook. Yeah, and the final look on the inside and everything like that. Very happy with this. Think maybe the likeness of the Toymaker on the front could be a little better as well, but again with the episode as well. But still, happy to have it. And yeah, that is my unboxing and review of the Celestial Toymaker. So I hope you did enjoy this. It's been a while since I've done an unboxing and stuff like that. I very much enjoyed it. I'm glad it was a Doctor Who one, because I love me Doctor Who Steelbooks. It's very nice to have this in the collection. I'm not going to pass this up. Probably the next time you'll see a Doctor Who unboxing is when the season 1, is it season 1 or is it... I'm going to class it as season 14 because it is the 14th season of New Who. I don't care about the Whoniverse and stuff like that. It's still season 14. Season 14, season 1, the first season of Suiting Out. I'll do an unboxing and review of that when that comes out. But yeah, that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode of my unboxing. There'll be another... I know there's going to be definitely another unboxing of something else later in the month. So I hope you stick around for that. If you're newly subscribed here, thank you so much. If you've been commenting and checking stuff out, I much appreciate you. And yeah, hope you have a good day. Yeah, not much to say apart from that. Peace out, everyone. Bye.